Hi, it's been about 5 years since my last knee surgery, which was an ACL reconstruction. So I thought I would give a little bit of an update. I know a few people have been watching the older ACL recovery videos that I made. I think I made 3 or 4. And a couple of questions that I've been getting emails with are, hey, how's your knee? Or what's it like going through knee surgery? Well, going through knee surgery is weird. Depending on the knee surgery, they may just give a local, which is just freezing the leg, or they could go a little bit more in depth. So what I mean by that is, with myself, they put this dye through my arm. Not dye, but like a knockout thing. You can feel burning going up your arm, and then all of a sudden you fall asleep. You wake up and yeah, you're alive. You don't see or hear anything that's going on whatsoever. Absolutely amazing drug. Anyways, from there's a little bit of a misconception on how some people can recover. Some people will recover really quick, as we've seen with a lot of baseball players recently, Marcus Stroman being one on the Blue Jays. And then others like Derrick Rose, who just took forever and still is not 100%. I'm not too sure if it's the way they tore it or if it's maybe the surgery or how they recovered. I know the way I recovered was not all that great. My knee still hurts. It is now 5 years later. I still get knife pains in my knee, and I've gained 120 pounds, which is obviously not helping the situation on recovering my knee. So this is what my knee looks like. You still see a little bit of the scar there, and that's about it. Now, from that standpoint as well, you're now also looking at the issue of if when they cut through your skin, they cut through your knee to get to that ACL to replace it. They may most likely hit a nerve, which has happened to me. Half of my knee, you know the pins and needles when you sit down for a really long time and your legs fall asleep? Same feeling in about half my leg. It is now 5 years later, and it is the same. It has not gotten any better. No nerves have recovered from that, and that is a possibility of happening every time you cut open to get something replaced. I will also give you a little bit of a warning if you are looking forward or going into knee surgery. After my first knee surgery, which was a scope to see how everything was before they did the ACL reconstruction, I had a blood clot. Basically, the story behind that was I essentially had leg pain, calf pain. It shouldn't have been there. I thought maybe they just pulled a muscle when they were moving my leg around, which apparently, I guess, did not happen, because later on I found out that I had a blood clot. And how that worked was I went to my family doctor, and she had the same thought as myself, which, hey, probably have a pulled muscle. A couple of days later, and it got worse. And now it was at that time starting to bruise. That's not good. So I went to an emergency care center, and they said the same thing. The leg muscle was pulled. Came home the next day, it was worse. I've never had this amount of pain in my life. I've pulled back muscles to a point where I couldn't walk. I have torn my ACL. Nothing matched this amount of pain that I was going through. And the reason behind that was a blood clot. I later found out when I went to the hospital and they did a few scans, that was the case. So, if you get calf pain after your ACL reconstruction or any kind of knee surgery, you better go to the hospital. Do not screw around going to your family doctor, and do not screw around going to an emergency care center. Go straight to the hospital and get the facts about what's going on with your leg, because blood clots are deadly. After they found out, I went on Fragmin, which is a needle that gives you big ass bruises on your stomach. And a couple of months later, I was all set and ready to go again. Since that time, I still have not gotten back into running or working out as much, anywhere close to where I used to work out. Now, I'd like to get back into that, and you might see some videos in the future. But I need to get a few things fixed up first. My knee is still clicking. I'm not too sure if it's a psychological thing, but the leg still hurts. So 5 years later, most people will recover. Some people won't. Some people will be okay. For myself, I would say I'm okay. I can walk, I can run, kind of. I did gain some weight because I ate the same way as I was before. So I thought I would give you this 5-year update and things to watch out for after you have your knee surgery. Until next time, I hope you've enjoyed. Like, subscribe. Peace out.